never,
But
ever,
sometimes
ever,
you
ever.
just think about them.
You do? When do you think about them?
Well, okay, so we've had this discussion before a long time ago. Like, what is an appropriate wear attire if you're with somebody? Now, I have to admit that because it's a confession. Why is it only me that's confessing?
I can confess, but I can't confess to that. I can't confess to that.
So I wear things that are a little bit scandalous sometimes.
All times? I remember one time.
Are you complaining?
No, I never would complain. Those wives would complain.
Yeah, but okay, so the topic is this. The topic is, for you gentlemen, what it took to get the lady is probably what she was wearing when you saw her. And then all of a sudden, when you have this person, you want them to wear the granny panties and
No, you don't.
the granny panties.
I don't. I hope not. It wasn't me. Dear God, I'm not trying to.
Wow. Somebody that was okay, at any rate.
I'm smelling my drink.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not trying to. We're still filming.
I know. This is bad. All right. So what you got, what you did to get the person, right? Whatever you were wearing to get the person, is it appropriate for the woman to, or the man to continue to dress in that fashion after you're together, or even after you're married? You know, because there's times where that may not be appropriate.
I'm going to tell you a story.
You always have a story.
I do, and I'm going to confess to this story. So, my second marriage. The woman
are you sure you're getting it right?
I'm getting it right this time. Remember last show, I kind of messed it up because I meant to say third marriage. Watch the show.
He's got a fourth too.
No, I don't. Anyway, so my second marriage, her and her mother and my mother, we were going out to a dinner. It was a buffet. And the way she was dressed was so provocative. My mother was
Which
like...
one? The mother or the wife?
The wife. Not the mother. The mother of the wife was not like that. It was the wife. So my mother was like, why is she dressed like that? She looks like she's dressing for somebody else. Like, do you want your wife to be out half naked? And I was like, well, I didn't meet her that way.
So you said yes. So it's okay for you.
I was okay with it, but my mom wasn't. So.
Okay. So, gentlemen, how do you feel about it? Do you want your women to be more, like, tone it down after you have them already, or is it okay for them to dress? I mean, those of you who met your woman as you knew them as a teenager, you grew up, you got married and whatnot, great. I'm talking about, us who have been single for a very long time, and then you're out there just showing what our assets are. We get that man, and we still doing it, and all of a sudden you got that person, and then you're like putting on those same kind of clothes, and they look at you like, I don't know, should you be hanging that booty out like that? I don't want somebody else to look at this, So is it appropriate? You're okay with it?
It matters how much booty is out. Because if it's so much booty, I'm going to have to go around with a basket and collect money. Because if they're looking like that.
So this topic was brought up because I'm watching something and everybody's walking around with just a little booties hanging out. They're like teenagers.
They're out. They're out. And so we were...
Okay? We're going to take it to public. And we're going to ask you guys out there, is it okay for your wives or your husbands to be showing all their stuff? They like wearing the muscle shirts and they're like, oh.
What is wrong with the muscle shirt? Dude, if the dude's in the gym getting his thing on, making them look good, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
So, okay?
Okay. All right. Well, you let us know what you think. All right. All right. This is SD Confessions with Baby and
Black Wolf.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe, please.
Like and subscribe. Welcome to SD Confessions. I'm Bebe.
And I'm Black Wolf. We talk about your sexual confessions.
That's right. We want to hear your stories.
Keep it spicy and anonymous. We're ready.
Let's get started. So what do you consider your confession? Let's keep an eye on your language. After all, this is YouTube.
Oh, I see how it is. A confession and censorship in one. Trust me, I have a lot to confess about.
Right. If this wasn't a commercial, I would ask you to confess. Look for SD Confessions and have fun. Get your story together. However nasty or stupid, nasty.
You took nasty. Exactly. The wilder, the better.
We want to hear it all. Okay, but you can't tell anyone.
All right, I'm listening.
Promise?
Promise.
SD Confessions with Black Wolf and Bebe.